What is up, my good people? This is the Mega Bull, and I got some information for you guys. You guys are gonna find quite interesting. Now, looking at Bitcoin, right? It went as high as 45, yeah, almost 46,000. This is on Bitstamp. So, and then it took a little toll down to the 43,500 range. And I did this inverse fib level, and if you see here, it went up and now it's coming back down. It's around that 702, but again, I inverted this fib level. Usually this would be around the 0.236. Here, I can go ahead and take this off, put it up here, bring it down. Yep, right about that 0.236 area. So we'll see where if this level holds, but it's interesting to do the inverse of the fib levels. Very interesting. So I want to show you this because I found it very intriguing. And if you don't know who Pat McAfee is, he's one of the hosts of the Pat McAfee show, and he was discussing this with his crew. Check this out.
Sent it into the group or not, so I apologize, Zito. But whenever you scroll through FanDuel Sportsbook and you try to predict the score exactly, it's sort of like plus 20-some thousand, plus 24,000, plus 27,000. The score 31-27, I believe, is what it is.
34-31.
Oh, yeah.
34-31, whatever it is. 34 was on a Simpsons episode of the Bengals beating the Rams.
Okay, and then I don't know if it's going to be copyrighted, but he's talking about how in the Simpsons, and it's a parody, someone took multiple images from like multiple Simpsons episodes and put them together. But he's talking about how someone put up something where the Bengals beat the Rams 34-31 to win the Super Bowl. And I thought that was very interesting. I'm going to fast forward here. This is the image he's talking about, right? The Bengals, you see Homer wearing, having a Go Bengals. And then you see here the coverage and the cheerleaders, right? So we'll see, because the Super Bowl is this coming Sunday. So we'll see how it turns out. But nevertheless, this was very interesting. Now, moving onward. You guys know I've been talking about this. And I think that this top of the market, which is coming in pretty soon. No one knows when, but pretty soon. But when it does, it's going to be devastating. Here, the Economist magazine put out this new front cover that said, "When the ride ends." What would happen if the markets crashed? I mean, this shouldn't be funny, but makes you wonder. So stay tuned, stay prepared, because what lies ahead looks just like this. Bitcoin Fuel posted this. He said, during the dot-com bubble, Microsoft had 97% market share of operating systems, and it lost 65% of value after the bubble, and it took 17 years to get to the same levels again. And then he's just giving his opinion, which, yeah, you guys should be careful with your investments. Each person has their own strategy, but he's pointing out that if there is a heavy correction after this cycle, better watch out for the long term. Take your profits, okay? Nothing's guaranteed, so it's always good to do that. No, but that's not financial advice. You do as you see fit, okay? Now, let's go over here. So Ripple, they put out from NFTs and CBDCs to crypto liquidity, payments, and compliance. Our newest report provides a fresh perspective on the global use, benefits, and perception of crypto solutions. And you see that blockchain and digital assets, right? They go on. Let me see here. Okay. Blockchain and digital assets are changing value the way the internet changed information by creating a vast decentralized network that is driving new efficiencies, capabilities, and even new industries. As blockchain and cryptocurrencies mature, an increasing amount of businesses are leveraging them in various ways, and more consumers both understand and own digital assets. With increased consumer adoption comes high expectations within institutions, businesses, and governments for wide scale adoption of blockchain, crypto, and CBDCs. So, folks, I do believe we're in an era, especially come this Super Bowl. I expect a lot of crypto commercials. And it's interesting how Bitcoin has run up heading into Super Bowl weekend. And so I would not be surprised if you saw this run up, because remember, I did my ABC correction, right? I would not be surprised if it ran up, heading towards this high 40,000s, right? And then came crashing down, in the correction afterwards, and then we had that final leg up. So we'll see how it turns out, but a lot of people are becoming aware, and that's one of the biggest events that you can have. Now, you have here a very important video, and that has to do with the Super Bowl, so check this out.
Super Bowl 56 is the first time that cryptocurrency companies will be advertising on the largest stage in the world.
This moment with these companies buying ads in the Super Bowl sort of caps off what has been a long run-up for the cryptocurrency sector in terms of its mainstream recognition and acceptance. And now what you are going to see probably with these ads is that this is a real sort of unveiling moment for this entire sector.
I've missed out on.
That's huge. So it's an unveiling moment. And I think we're at not the pinnacle, because we're not, but this is where, if you look at the past few years since the last bull run, right, since it peaked in 2017, 2018, it has exponentially increased. And now you see multiple companies putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. And when you think about what the Super Bowl has meant in decades past, you see that for the dot-com bubble, it was a way to put out stocks that people could have invested in, right? Now it's crypto. So keep watching, because this is interesting.
A lot, but I am not going to miss out on this.
So, which companies are vying for Americans' attention this football Sunday? And what can we expect from the big game's new crypto advertisers?
FTX is giving away the time their ad runs in Bitcoin.
Today, watching Super Bowl commercials is arguably as much of an American tradition as watching the game itself.
So Super Bowl Sunday is the most expensive real estate on all of television. If you have a company that's new and you want to cement its brand name, like become the next Budweiser or the next Coca-Cola, you need those eyeballs.
In 2022, each 30-second ad slot went for as much as $7 million, up from $5.6 million last year.
This year, we are going to be calling this the Crypto Bowl, because there are a slew of crypto companies that are going to be advertising in the game and around the game.
Crypto Bowl is a play on the dot-com bowl of 2000, which saw ads from a slew of internet-related brands, many of which went on to fail.
What we know right now is that 3 companies are going to be running ads in the broadcast of the game itself. And they're all exchanges. They are Coinbase, FTX, and Crypto.com.
Fortune favors the brave. So far, none of those companies have shared much about their upcoming commercials.
The crypto companies have been particularly secretive about what they're going to do with their advertising this year. They definitely probably will rely on big celebrities, because that seems to be what most.
So, folks, what I got to say is watch out, because they called it the stock bowl or the dot-com bowl back then. They're calling it the crypto bowl. Okay, and what I've just shown you, right? What a coincidence that this is posted. And what a coincidence that now we're seeing Bitcoin retrace. I'm telling you, I will not be surprised if Bitcoin does that. So if it does the ABC, right? I'll do A, B, or A, B, C. And if that's what Bitcoin is doing, it'll finish up this A wave, go down to the B wave, and then complete it with the C wave. Okay? And if you start seeing cryptos take off, like altcoins, right after the Super Bowl, it's go time. And like the digital asset investor said here, he says, game on. You betcha it's game on. Here we have Stellar talking about 2022 being the defining year for the future of CBDCs. Well, you see all these central banks piloting them. And if they're asking for public comment, that means it's ready to go. And I think this is huge. So stay tuned because it's about to be a massive, massive next couple months. Take profits, not financial advice, but you got to lock them in. Because if you don't sell, then it's not, it's almost like it didn't happen. So anyways, have a financial plan going ahead, and get ready because it's going to be very interesting. Game on. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. This is the Mega Bull Experience, and I'll see you in the next one.